So yeah, I haven't played Minecraft on this save, on the save that we've been working on for a while. I haven't, well, on stream I haven't played it. I have played a little bit of it off stream, just as kind of like, let's go and chop some trees, because I need to calm myself down, because, you know. But today, we're gonna look for one of these mangrove swamps. The main reason, I need mud. And I don't know how to get the mud other than go to these swamps. I don't think you can make the mud out of things. You might be able to, but you might be able to craft mud or like make this generate in some way, but I don't think you can. But I need some of this mud and stuff. Oh, there's a boat with a chest now. Okay, we'll have to try that. So we want to go onto single player. Now, before we go into the world, I want to show you what we're going to be building over the next couple of streams, potentially. So it's this little cottage. So this is going to be a beekeeper's cottage. I'm actually really pleased with how this has turned out, because it's incredibly simple, but it looks complicated. And it's mainly to do with the roof. I think that also the block palette choice is really good, but the problem we've got is that I have, whoa, steady. I have picked the mud bricks and the packed mud, which means we need to go and get mud. I think this is grey stained glass as well, so we might need to, we're gonna need black dye as well. And then we've also got the mangrove there. We'll talk about that in a sec. Azalea leaves, which we can farm, I think, because we've already got we've already got the stuff for that. I think we've already got all of this that we need. So this is quartz here. So we need to find a way of farming quartz. I'm thinking villagers probably is going to be the easiest way. If not, we can just go into the nether and get it. And probably the hardest thing to farm is the mushroom stem. So this isn't going to be a quick, simple build. It'll probably take as long as what this one took, but in all honesty, right, so first off, I think it blends quite well. Oh, it's not finished, by the way. I didn't do the back. I just did the front because this is what I've been working on this morning, was this front. So like I think it kind of works similar to how this has ended up. But I think it's fundamentally like 10 times better, just because it's smaller scale. It's got these interesting color schemes going on that work well, and it's detailed in a way that doesn't make your eyes scream. And hopefully eventually I will have a good, like, so there'll be two faces to this. So there'll be the main entrance kind of thing, and then this side, which will be visible. So I'll need to work on this side to make this look good. And then the back and this corner, probably I won't need to work on. But I want to start getting some of the materials, and it's mainly the mud. We're not going to need that much mud, but if I'm going out to get some mud, because I don't know where the mangrove forest and stuff is, if we're going out to get the mud, you know, we may as well bring back as much as we can carry. I don't have shulker boxes, so yeah. So yeah, a few things have changed in the world since I last streamed. Now, the house, I think we finished this on stream last time. But something that you might notice, or you might not notice, because you can't remember, because I can't remember. I have, yeah, I've still got a stone sword. Don't question it. I have chopped back a bunch, and I mean a bunch of trees. Like, this was all forest, I think, last time. Here and here, and I've also smoothed out this area. So this is actually underneath there. There is a there's a cave network, because it was like a chasm in the world. So I've kind of like changed it a little bit just so that this here can be used for a build in the future. I haven't tidied up all of this yet. I'll do that at some point. I probably won't stream it. And then we've also got like, yeah, some other areas that need like kind of ironing out and messing around with. I've already got the mangrove wood here. I got this from a wandering trader. It's as simple as that. Like, so all of this is such a pain, by the way, to harvest this mangrove tree. But yeah, all of this I will, obviously I'll be using bits of this, like the vines. There's probably one. We'll be using the leaves in this. I'm not sure if we'll use the roots. We probably will. I can probably make something look good with the roots. And we're definitely using the mangrove wood, which is actually a pretty good building block that they've added into Minecraft, because that means we get red wood now, so we can do like red wooden barns and things. And then also I'm going to be using azalea leaves, so these azalea trees are going to be important. I do have a moss block, so I can replicate that and farm that if I wanted to. I'm a little bit reluctant to do that farming on the surface, so I'll probably go into the cave below. Something else that you might notice, I have closed off the entrance here to where the villagers were, so that's now no longer accessible on the top. And I've also added in these paths, or at least I've thickened up the paths, because I think this path was here. There was a chasm here as well, I've covered that up. I think the path was here, it's just that it was like kind of bitted and botted around everywhere. So I've just like been doing little itty bitty things like that, just to kind of like start working on where I want to put all of the buildings that are going to be in this small village. Now this village is going to be inside the entire kind of like valley here, and originally I did say that I wanted to turn the mountain into like a kind of a dwarf fortress, but I'm not sure I will now, just because I don't want to bite off more than I can chew. I like the idea of doing like these really rustic buildings and stuff. Again, the interior of this is all done. I don't know if I showed you this last time. Elena Dragoness, thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. So this is all done now. So the villagers we have, there's an iron golem here. Okay, so they're generating iron golems. So that's fine. So the villagers I moved into here, nice and simple. And like I've started breeding them up a little bit, just because I'm gonna need resources fairly soon. I think they were in like these areas here. And I've also blocked off the nether portal temporarily just so that I can move the villagers and stuff. So this is going to be the start of like the farms underneath here. Like we'll have a villager hall probably underneath my main base. And we've got a secret, hidden secrets. And then, like I said, the cottage that we're going to build, I'm thinking is going to go somewhere here. I think, like kind of like up against that that piece of dirt there. This kind of like mound of dirt. It's either that, or we put it a little bit closer to the road. Like we put it right next to the road, and then behind there is where all the beehives are going to go. So that means that we would have to do like the back of the build and make it look quite nice. But yeah, that's going to be the cottage. So the cottage is going to sit here, and I'm thinking I'm going to sit it on this level here, which would mean I need to fill in all of this with dirt at some point. I'm not necessarily worried about doing that today. So the reason why I wanted that is because the main road here, this is going to be on the level of the cottage, but this will be higher. So it'll make the cottage feel smaller without actually losing out on height. And then this, obviously, as you walk down, it's like the cut, you'll be able to see it from like different angles. That's the idea in my head. Like I said, I've detailed the front of the cottage. So real quick, the reason why I haven't done too much on Minecraft on stream, I burnt out again. I think the original burnout, which was like from 1.16, never actually went away. And then when 1.18 came out with like all the new terrain generation, I was like really excited because it's like brand new terrain generation and everything like that. And then I just couldn't focus to build good things, because we built this base, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm really not happy with the outside of this base. Like this house is not to the standard that I personally believe I'm capable of building. Like it just you know, I think I was trying too hard. I was trying to like do color grading going up, and it just hasn't worked, let's be honest. The roof is odd. You know, like we've got, I don't know. I mean, there are things about it that I like. I love the interior. I think I've nailed the interior. I'm actually generally really pleased with this, like with this interior, because it's simple and yet it feels like someone lives here. You know, you've got all these like little closets. I obviously haven't finished the flooring on this because I think I wanted this to be, I don't know. It was a block that I don't have access to at the moment. But yeah, no, I love the interior to this. I think I've done a really good job on the interior, but the exterior, like, I've never been happy with it. And I think the reason why I'm not happy with it, or I wasn't happy with it, is because it's incredibly basic. It's just an L-shaped building, right? Like, it looks basic. It looks like a child has designed it, I guess. And I don't know. I'm just not pleased with it. Yeah. Like, I know I'm a lot more capable at doing this. I'm gonna sleep real quick. At building than like coming up with this. So I think it's not the fact that I'm not excited about like Minecraft and stuff. It's just the fact that I lost my ability to build. So that's why we never really, that's probably why this building took so long to build in survival, because I just wasn't excited to build it. And yet I persevered through and through. Whereas I'm really excited to build that cottage. Now, I'm not saying that I'm going to build it like super quick, but that the cottage that I've kind of like just thrown together, those like that first facade of the wall, I'm really excited for it because it looks like a cottage, and it looks like a beekeeper's cottage, more to the point. Like, that doesn't look like anything. It's just a building. In fact, it's a Viking building. I don't know. So I'm not going to rip this down. I'm going to keep it because I think it'll maybe show a story of how I'm evolving as a builder. But yeah, I'm not happy with it. Okay, so what we need to do before I go, I'm going to go and enchant something. I'm going to use those enchantment levels, and then we need to go and find a mangrove thing. That's the only thing we need to do, is find the mangrove thing. The swamp, I think. So just a heads up, I actually don't know much about the, power 5, yeah, I want that. I don't know much about the, that's 4, Womble, you can count. I don't know much about the update we've got. I really don't. The 1.16 update, not 16, 1.19 update, I have not seen any news about it, so I know little bits about it. Hey Shields, how's it going, my dude? I know little bits about it, but I really don't know that much. So you're gonna probably see me struggle to figure out things. We need to go and, like I said, we need to go and find the mangrove swamp so that we can get the mud. So in order to do that, I'm going to want to take shovels with me, because I presume shovels will do the mud, get rid of the mud. So I'm going to go and craft up a few more shovels. It's going alright. It's been a while. How are things? Things are going good. Thanks. I'll take another axe as well. I should probably take some shears with me. The problem I'm gonna have is that I don't have that much inventory space. Probably don't need as many torches, so I'm gonna leave some of the torches behind. And I'll keep a stack of ladders with me. Keep the water bucket. The emerald can stay. Flint and steel can come with me. How's the family doing? What family? I don't have a family. I mean, I do have a family, but yeah. But thank you for asking. Like, thanks for asking. I appreciate that. Like, I appreciate the thought. It means quite a lot, actually. But I don't actually have a family, dude. I've gone. So obviously I've got my parents, but no kids, no wife, nothing. No. Too old for that shit. No, I've not got anything like that. I've got a sister, but I don't see my parents and my sister that often. They live fairly close by, but don't go get a wife and a kid. Dude, I used to be a nursery nurse for like 5 years, but no, 9 years. 9 years. I was a nursery nurse for 9 years, so believe me, I'm not ever planning on having children. I know how that goes. What am I doing? I want to sell some sticks, so let's go and sell some sticks. I'm going to start saving the oak and birch, because we're going to need a lot of oak and birch. But I will turn these things into sticks real quick. Just because I want to get at least one more shovel, just in case my shovel, like, one of my shovels breaks. But okay, I might have to kill him. Just because he's a bit irritating. So the problem I might see here is, yeah, they haven't updated the trades. Because I didn't put the job blocks back in here. So let's go and find where I put the job blocks. Why did I leave the job blocks? Might be in one of the chests. Maybe here. So there's the Fletcher table. Stone cutter. I probably need one of those anyway, so I'll use that as a job. Is it grindstone that I had? I don't remember. And maybe smithing table. I don't remember which job blocks are for who, so it's been a minute. Okay, so this is for the Fletcher, so he should restock, which he did. Perfect. So that just means I can get some emeralds. Someone here is has some. Oh, I need just a few more sticks. Damn it. Just because I want one extra shovel. Let's use that. That should be enough because I only need 2 more emeralds. I've just gotten out of a nasty divorce, which means I've lost all rights of seeing your kids. Absolutely not. It's not how that works. You should, unless you've lost like full custody and everything like that, Shields, you should be able to still see your kid, right? Unless there's like mitigating reasons or whatever you don't want to talk about, then yeah, you don't have to say. But yeah, no, I mean that sucks, you know. No, I mean I'm 31 now. I don't ever see myself having children. I mean, yeah, I just don't really have that much of an interest when it comes to that anymore. Well, I say anymore, I don't think I've ever had that interest. Yeah. Okay, so what are we doing? Let's close that up. What are we looking for? What am I doing here? So I've got some shovels. Maybe I want to take a chest with me. No, I don't want to, because I can't keep the chest in my inventory. I know I can put the boat in the thing. So if I remember correctly, in this world, we traveled to the south. I think that's south. Is that south? That's south. We haven't traveled to the north. So I'm going to go out to the north and hope there's a mangrove swamp in that direction. Now I need to try and keep on the the x-axis on the 0 line. I know you can't see the coordinates, but yeah. So I'll go out to the north and we'll try and do that. I'm going to try and keep on that 0 line for as long as possible. We'll just like head out in a straight line. We might be traveling for like 10,000 blocks before we get what we want. I'll tell you what we should do on the way. Actually, let's because I'm not really geared out for major exploration, because I don't have good armor or anything like that. We should bring a bed with us. But we should have enough food. If we don't have enough food, I can always just like craft something. I don't know. I could just craft some food. Or do you know what? Actually, let's take some of the spare jacket potatoes. I don't need those blocks, so we'll leave these here. Take some of those, put that in there. Cool. I'm going to keep the shears with me. I'm going to leave the spare... 1,000 meters of your daughter, thanks to your ex-wife. She hates her guts. She got a restraining order against me, so I can't see your kid. Well, that sucks, dude. Yeah, that. I'm sorry for that. That's. I'm gonna keep the. Actually, do you know what I'm going to keep? I'm gonna keep my fortune pick there, because if I die and I lose things, like everything else is replaceable. Maybe not the boots. The boots aren't really replaceable, but I want to keep that protection. Protection 3, fire protection. Okay, so we're kitted out for fire protection. Sure. Yeah, no, that sucks, man. Like, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully, things turn out a little bit better for you, you know. I've got red wool and gravel in my mob drop chest. I don't understand. Okay. Right, let's... what else did I want to bring with me? So I've got jacket potatoes. And, like, we've got quite a lot of food, so I should be alright on food. Hopefully. Yeah, I mean, we're not really kitted out for, like, battling, but I've got the axes if... Sure. I think that's good enough. Because then I've got enough... some inventory space for resources. I mean, I'm not going to need that much mud. But yeah. So yeah, we'll head out to the north in that direction. I think that, yeah. And we'll kind of like hope we come across the swamp of some kind. I'm not sure how the mangrove swamps spawn or generate. 23 now, I got married to a 25-year-old when I was 20. Worst mistake of your life. Do you know what? These brown banners look like part of my build, so I need to remember that. Like, just a plain brown banner. Just like little bits that look like it. So, whoops. So like I said, I wanted to keep on the straight line. Oh yeah, we had that over there as well. So I must have explored a little bit in this direction, because I remember bits of this. I'll tell you what, while we're going, because I'm getting a bit of lag, let's just have a look at video settings. I'm going to turn down the chunk. What's simulation distance? We'll go down to 16. Don't get married. I don't need that advice, I'm fully aware. Like, marriage is not for me. Never has been. But yeah, no, I like... There, I can't get up. Yep, there we go. So I've probably already looted this if there was a chest here. Oh no, not good, not good, not good, not good, not good, not good. Whew. It's a good start, right? I think what saved me there was the fire protection, which when I saw that I had that on my armor, I was like, why have I got fire protection? I'm not gonna fall into lava or anything stupid like that. Evidently I was wrong. I'm gonna try and explore as much as I can without having the coordinates up on stream. But every so often I will need to turn them on just to make sure that I'm not going off that 100. The 0 line. So the reason why I've got a 0 line is because one of the original rules of the save, and I'm not sure whether I'm going to stick to it, but one of the original rules of this save was that I was only allowed to ever explore for resources in either north or the south direction. To the east and the west, we keep that unloaded, so that in a future update, I can go out there if I get bored of this base and build something new with newer content. That's the idea. But I might change that. I don't know, because the way I see this world, like, I definitely want this to be like the last ever world I create in Minecraft, right? Single player world that I ever create. I want to stay on this world. Because I've had like a really bad time of creating a world, new update, delete that world and start again. It's like, I want to keep now, I want to, it's probably too late for me to start doing this, but I want to kind of do a, you know, like progression world. So my main base is going to be forever on kind of thing. That's at least my idea. I don't know if I'll stick with that. I'll probably like get bored with Minecraft in like a week or something. I don't know. And give up on the game. Well, the thing is, I've given up on this game multiple times. Like I've had burnouts, and I think that's perfectly fine and natural, you know, to move on to something else. I'm a variety streamer after all. I'm not someone who wants to say, oh, I only ever play Kerbal Space Program, I only ever play Minecraft, I only ever play RimWorld, you know? Recently, my main game has been RimWorld, but I'm kind of burning out on RimWorld a little bit. I've noticed that. We've had a lot of fun playing RimWorld though, so it's, you know, I don't know if I've been in this direction, actually. Oh well, it doesn't matter, I've kind of committed to this now. So if I have been in this direction, tough titties. That's some big mountains. I think I have been in this direction. I recognize this mountain range. We're only 1,000 blocks away anyway, so I don't think I've explored that far in this world. But what was I saying? So yeah, like, it's fine for me to like give up and move on. But I think Minecraft and Kerbal are definitely something where you can really build into things. Oh, do you know what I should have got? Well, we don't have Silk Touch, so never mind. Oh, this is gonna be dangerous, isn't it? How far off are we from the center line? Center line's at like 0. So we gotta go see if I can get up to the top and then go down. Just playing Minecraft from 2012 to 2022, stopped playing it in June. Well, I mean, if you've played for it for that long, I'm sure you can come back to it at some point. And if you don't want to come back to it, then don't worry about it. Don't have to. Okay, let's go and kill some cows. So I can get over this. I think this was the reason why I didn't travel in this direction. I think I got up to that and I was like, I can't bother to walk over it. Let's go and kill some cows. We'll get some leather and we'll make some leather boots. And I also need a crafting table. Just so we can walk over the padded snow. Ah, come back. This is the exact amount of cows that I need. Oh, never mind. That one didn't give me leather. I have to kill another cow. That still didn't give me leather? Come on, cow. Give me leather! Yeah. Thank you. Okay, now we need some wood, so I'm going to chop down the oak tree here. All this just to get over a freaking mountain, I feel like. So yeah, like I've had multiple different worlds on Minecraft. I think this is potentially my 6th single player world. And like in each of the worlds, like I progressively have not done as much kind of thing. So like I start a new world and then I'll build something really cool and then I'll move on. And then the next time I start a new world and I just don't do as much as what I did in the last world. And then I don't do as much and I don't do as much. And it's just like kind of annoying, really. That because I seem to like get blocks, like creative blocks. So I think with this world, I kind of want to not reset when there's a brand new update. I think I just want to keep this world now. And so that means like either resetting the chunks so that the chunks reload a little bit fresher, closer to home. I've built There we go, light as a rabbit. Nice. I got an achievement for that. I've built everything I want to build in Minecraft. It got to a point of time where I just kept building the same stuff over and over again, so I pretty much stopped playing. I mean, that's literally the definition of a burnout, right? But you might find later on down the line, you get inspired to build something. It's like, oh, cool, this looks like really cool, or you might see something that you've, you know, see something brand new, maybe something, I don't know. Now, wait a second. Can I get goat horns in this update? I think I can, right? I don't know how to get goat horns, but I know they exist. Interesting. Okay, so there are bees down here. Ow. Yeah, and I think that's potentially one of the greatest things about Minecraft is it's a sandbox game, so you kind of make your own rules up, you know? Like, you do what you want to do, and if you don't want to play, if you want to leave it for a little bit, then leave it for a little bit. Okay, this area doesn't look like I've been here. The reason why I'm saying that is because I think I'd recognize that stony shore thing that we've got going on. So I think we're going into new area. But yeah, just because you've stopped now, shields, doesn't mean that you don't have to start it up again, you know, when you've had a bit of a break. Having a break is actually quite a healthy thing, I think, with Minecraft, because it is a creative game. And I didn't bring a bed with me. Okay, fine. Looks like that we're well, I've got some shears and I've got some wood, so let's create a bed. Shears. I don't have shears. I do have shears. They're there. You're lucky, sheep, you didn't end up dead. Doesn't mean my respawn and my respawn is now messed up. Okay, let's get that boat out, because it looks like we're heading across the ocean here. Yeah, this definitely feels like this is a brand new area to spawn stuff. Or maybe I have been here actually. Was this where there is potentially a monument? Built military bases, 3 different versions of the USS Enterprise, shield base above ground and underground, shield helicopter. Last build was a medieval castle on your mate's realm. Nice. Well, that brings me to the next thing, is that Minecraft servers are also a good way of keeping yourself fresh in Minecraft, because then you've got other people that can challenge you to build things, and you don't. And Minecraft's not just about building either. That's another reason why it's quite a good game, is that you don't just have to build stuff. Like, you can explore, you can create stories out of it, you can do mini games inside of Minecraft, like parkour, that sort of thing. But I mean, like I said, like if you've had enough of Minecraft, then yeah, don't play it. Like, don't play it. If you don't want to play something, don't play it. Don't, you know, if you don't enjoy it, then don't do it. But you never know. You might come back to it. I've thought in the past that I wouldn't come back to Minecraft, but here I am. Here I am, and I didn't expect it either, because even like as soon as like 3 weeks ago, I was saying, no, I'm still not bothered by Minecraft. I don't know what it was. There was just I think I watched a YouTube video, and it was a Minecraft YouTube video, and I'm just like, huh, I want to play some Minecraft. Yeah, I just had that itch. Oh no, never mind. I thought that was a swamp, but it's not. I don't even know what the mangrove swamps look like. I have not seen any of this new update, so I have no idea. Gonna trying to get me to be part of this new Minecraft roleplay series. Do you know what? That's the sort of thing that I would like to try and do myself. I mean, I've got like too much on. Like, I'm working way too heavy to start anything new and like run a project like that, but I'd like to do like a Minecraft roleplay thing. I think that could be, you could do it quite well. Like, it could be quite an interesting thing, but I don't know, you'd have to be very careful how it does work. Do you know what? I do think I've been here before, because I think I remember seeing this and be like, oh, there's like different layers of water now. So I think I have seen this. Which means that this is not new terrain, which means that we're not going to get any mangrove anytime soon, so we might be on the road for a while. I don't know how far I've gone. We've only gone 2,000 blocks, so it's not like I've traveled 10,000. There's still nothing, and we're not exactly traveling quick. I'm just, you know, doing 2 series of 2 different things. Nice. Yeah, no, I like. It would be an interesting. I don't know how. I mean, the way to make a Minecraft world work as a roleplay game, you would need to put limitations on what you can do. So you can't have like an unlimited map size, because otherwise you're just never going to bump into anyone. You need a mod, something like proximity mod, so that you can voice chat in game without having to join a Discord. then the roleplay is genuine and not kind of forced. You would, so you need quite a small world, and potentially you need a pre-made world, or maybe like a pre-made plan for how you're going to like, right, we need to build some sort of settlement, but then you've got like potentially people that are either going to help along with the settlement or then be the antagonists and not help with the settlement and like rebel. High school roleplay, another is a military roleplay. It's all on console. Interesting. So, I mean, there are ways that you could make Minecraft roleplay work, but you've got to really be careful with the rule set, I think, and you've got to make sure that everyone is on board with the rule set. But yeah, no, it could definitely work. Some sort of underground temple there. I've definitely been here before. Okay, so I've 100% been to the north. So maybe we didn't explore the south then. Maybe I should have gone south. Oh well. It is what it is. It doesn't matter. Like, we will keep going in this direction until we find new terrain. I just kind of hope that I don't hit a swamp. I don't think I've found a swamp at all yet. So no matter which direction I've been in, I don't think we've found a swamp. I also think we really struggled to find like a dark oak forest as well. So this might be the direction that we went to try and find the dark oak, and we couldn't find it. And then all of a sudden a wandering trader appeared with the dark oak. Looks like there's a coral there, which is quite nice. Yeah, high school roleplay. I don't think that's not the sort of thing that I would be interested in. Maybe a militaristic roleplay could be quite fun. Or you could just like play Civilization style roleplay. Yeah, no, I think... So, like, there's multiple different ways of doing it. So, like, if you've got, like, a pre-made world with pre-made buildings and actually the roleplay is inside this world and you're not actually playing the game, you're just role-playing as, like, a civilization that's... Maybe you've got, like, jobs, so someone's a farmer or someone's, like, a clerk or something like that. I don't know. I mean, you'd have to have, like, some sort of Minecraft twist on it as well. So we just ate up 1,000 blocks in this direction, which is pretty good. So I'll be honest, I don't actually know what biomes we've been. I wanted to have a look at some of my old VODs and skim through the VODs of these streams, because this save has been, like, whenever I've streamed this save, it's like I've kept the VODs. I don't think I've done any exploration off stream. I think that was another one of my rules, was I'm allowed to do things off stream, but I'm not allowed to... Oh, a Badlands. Nice. I'm allowed to do things off stream. Like, I'm allowed to build, and I'm allowed to, like, cut down my area and, like, farm and do that sort of thing and do, like, the really grindy tasks off stream, but I'm not allowed to explore off stream because I wanted all the exploration to be on stream. That might be another reason why I kind of get a little bit bored with Minecraft, maybe, is because I force myself to do things on stream instead of, like, not. I think a lot of the creative stuff that I do, like generating buildings and like coming up with different builds or redstone projects, that sort of stuff, like the actual creative element, I have to do that off stream. I can't have people watching me, because generally what I do when I'm creating something or building something for the first time, I go completely silent and I just focus in on like different blocks, and I can't stream and do that, you know. At the moment this is kind of like a mindless task, like us just walking across the wilderness and exploring, so I can just talk myself to death. So that's not necessarily the best content in the world, but at least I can talk about it. But whereas when I'm creating things in Minecraft, like just doing designs for stuff, I absolutely need to just focus, because it takes up a lot of brain power, okay? He already has it all set up, he just needs people. He's already found general for the military roleplay, and that is me because my military experience. He wants me to play that part. Nice. I've awoken from my nap. Hello, animal. Look what I'm playing. You know how the other day when you were talking about Minecraft and I said, I really am not interested in Minecraft. Those words there? Like, I'm not interested in the current update in Minecraft. I do not care about Minecraft at the moment. There is nothing special going on in Minecraft and blah, 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 blah. Do you know when I said that? Yes. Literally a couple of days ago. Well, now I want to play Minecraft, and I think this is your fault. I think this is your fault. Love it. Do you know what is quicker than boat? Oh, there was definitely a dolphin around here somewhere. Where is he? Oh my goodness, I need a night. What is wrong with the ocean? Why can't I see very far? Oh, there we go. Hey, dolphin power, let's go. Don't drown. Oh, I lost my dolphin power. That's fine, whatever. We'll just keep them going. I am at fault. Yeah, I think so. I don't know what you were showing me in Minecraft. You were like, you were just talking about something. I was like, you know what? I kind of wanna work on my Minecraft. I have been doing a little bit of Minecraft in the background, like off stream, but nothing more than like chopping down trees and that sort of stuff. But earlier this morning, literally this morning, this is when it all started. This morning, I had an idea, a really cool idea for a little cottage that looks after bees, like a beekeeper's hut, a beekeeper's cottage that would go really well in like, and I just like had this idea. Oh no, I don't want to fight you guys. Go away, go away. So I just had this like really cool idea. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna boot up Minecraft. 3 hours later, I'm still playing the game. Now I've designed like the front of a beekeeper's hut, a cottage, and I'm like, you know what? I want to put this in my single player save because this is actually a pretty cool design. I'm not going to show it on the stream now, but if you are interested in having a look, it is at the beginning of the VOD. And also, it'll be on the YouTube channel as well when this VOD gets uploaded onto it. So if you are interested in seeing what I created, it's definitely not complete, but that was all this morning. And I was like, you know what, I want to keep playing this. I don't want to play RimWorld, I want to play this. Because originally this was scheduled to be RimWorld. But I don't want to play RimWorld at the moment. I think I've burnt out on RimWorld, potentially. I'm not sure. I know that the current RimWorld world that we've been playing has got a little bit long in the tooth. Yeah, it has got a little bit long in the tooth. I've been on it for a little bit too long. Same old thing that happens. This is not a good time for it to be nighttime because we've got a lot of mobs and I've got to scale this Badlands mountain. And I've got a small Zambino who's after me. Yeah, I know, I've only got a stone sword. I was watching, you got me thinking about Minecraft now. You see, that's the problem with this sort of a game, is that as soon as you like start seeing someone passionately talk about it, that's what gets you going, you know? It's like, oh yeah, no, I don't want to play it. And here's the thing, I'm fully aware that I'll probably burn out on Minecraft again. It'll probably be sooner rather than later. Like, this might just be a couple of days worth of, oh, I want to do this build, and then I'll never finish it, you know? Also tried to get a modded version of Minecraft going with the minimap stuff, and it didn't work because I'm a derp. Yeah, I have no idea how to do modded Minecraft. I still have absolutely zero interest in modded Minecraft. I thought what might happen, because I'm playing with mods in RimWorld, I thought I might be a little bit more open to modded gameplay and games now, modding my games. But no, I have no interest in modded Minecraft. Zero. There's, number one, there's too many mods. Number two, the base version of Minecraft is good enough for what I want to do. But yeah, no, I thought because I was modding RimWorld, I might be a little bit more open to it. I've scaled the, I'm going down the mountain. I need to be on the other side, really. You still have no clue what to build. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think that's been my personal problem with Minecraft, is the fact that I just have no idea what I want to build. I have no clue. But at the moment I do. I've got a very good vision in my head of the build I wanted to do, which was evident by the, wait a sec. Is that a mangrove? Is this what we're looking for? Is this it? Is this a mangrove thing? No? Yes? I don't know. Again, I've not seen this. I don't know. I don't think it. Oh, it's jungle. No, that's even. That's even better. It's jungle. I don't have any jungle oak at all. It's jungle wood. We've got jungle wood now. Nice. Okay, we need to get some saplings. It's a jungle. Okay. So, is there a jungle then near here? Or is it just like these really odd little places? I really need... Oh, I didn't bring my fortune. We just need one sapling. Or 4, 5. That's sort of, yeah, I don't know. My creative has gotten to a point of time where I'm selling it off. Whole Lego collection. I got a lot of Lego. So my advice is to never sell your Lego. Build a big banana as a house. See, this is another thing. Like, nobody can tell you what to build. Oh, I really wish I'd brought my fortune pick now. Because I don't think there's that many... There's another jungle tree there. There's not that many jungle stuff. What is this biome then? What's this called? Sparse jungle. Okay. There's no saplings that have dropped. I really wish I'd have brought my fortune pick. Don't have a choice. I can't take all my Lego with me when I move. I see. Yeah, I see how it is. Well, so that, I mean, that's not because you've lost creativity then. That's because you're being forced to sell stuff, which is sad. Oh, wait, we got a sampling. Good. I want more than just one, though, because there is a chance that... Because I think jungle samplings have the lowest chance to drop. Am I right in saying that? Let's destroy this stone sword. I don't want it anymore. Get away, spider! Made some tea out of 2 different tea bags. Caramel, vanilla, and licorice. Do you know what? I kind of want a cup of tea now. I don't want to travel too far in this direction, but I mean, I don't know. What do we think? Should we just keep the singular jungle sapling that we've got? This is the only jungle that we've kind of found, and it's a sparse jungle. There could be more jungle up ahead, but I need to get back onto the line, really. waking up somewhat. You still up for betrayal at House on the Hill later? %, yes, nice. I know Janice can't because she's ill. Wait a second, what am I doing? Yeah, jungle wood is good. I mean, I'm not gonna use jungle wood, but just having the saplings just gives me a chance. Leaving the country and taking a few sets with me. I love more than the others. I'm having a suitcase just dedicated to Lego. Nice. Yeah, I've not had the experience of potentially losing out on some of my Lego kits, so. Oh, there's a sapling. Okay, I've got 2. 2 saplings should be enough, right? Okay, what don't we need? Don't need that, don't need that. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Don't need those. Tempted not to take the jungle logs with me. 2 should do, but I will take the jungle logs with me. The raw beef, I don't necessarily need. Yeah, country move is quite something, absolutely. That's a big scary thing. That's scary. So I've never moved out of my freaking county. Actually, no, that's a lie, I have. But still, like, you know. I couldn't imagine moving out of the UK. Was that another one? Was that another one? It was another one. Okay, we've got 3. We've got 3. So let's get back over there. I'm not going to use the pearls to do it. Okay, that was dangerous. Okay, that was dangerous. I need to get on the other. Do you know what? I'm gonna get the boat out. Well, the mean country. I mean, I'm moving. You're moving to another country. Yeah. I know. I figured that. You're moving to another country. Yeah. I figured that. Which country are you moving to? Got about $5,000 worth of Lego left to sell. Interesting. Yeah, I'm off my line, so I need to get back on the line. But the river is going in the right direction, so I'm gonna take a little bit of license on this. Dun, dun. Moving to the US, nice. So that's quite a big move then, from like New Zealand to the US, right? Fresh start. Is that the only reason you're moving then? Just because it's a fresh start, or you know, you've got friends and family in the US, or work related? That's usually a good question, Animal. Yeah, you don't feel like you have to say on stream. That's, mind you, the state, you know, states are fairly big, so it's not like we're going to be able to pinpoint your exact location. So, not really a big move. I moved to the UK from the UK to New Zealand when I was 3. Yeah, but when you were 3. That was your parents moving and you moved with them, right? So that's less of a big move. Like, whereas now, as a fully grown adult, assuming is what I'm understanding, I don't know, maybe you're moving with someone, but like, you're doing it as a step on your own, right? So that's a big that's a big move. It's a big decision to do. Brown sheep, die. Well, how far are we? So we're 7,000 blocks out. We still haven't found a swamp, but we did find the, you know, the jungle oak, which I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting to find that, so that's quite a nice, very nice thing. I'm gonna keep going until we find mangrove, because we need that mud. Absolutely need the mud. Like it's probably one of the best parts of the build I'm doing. Is getting that mud. Yeah, so animal, the build that we've got, shipwreck, do we want to loot it? Let's go and loot it. If I can find, oh, there's the chest. Open. Ugh, paper and map. Michigan. I've got a mate in Michigan that I will be living with who is going to help me find a job there. Nice. Well, good luck. Hopefully everything works out. Okay, so there's only one chest. There's the second. I was going to say, there's usually more. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of iron, which is useful actually, because we don't have that much iron. This is the problem with... Okay, so this is my problem with Minecraft in general at the moment, is I still need to like save inventory slots for the mud. Like, we need to take a lot of mud back with us, and I'm out of inventory slots because of loot. Now, granted, I can get rid of those, but Minecraft, please, please, please sort out the inventory. There's too many items in the game. There's just too many bloody items. And we're running on the original inventory system. I mean, push comes to shove, I can get rid of the jungle oak, the jungle wood. We can get rid of like the crafting table, that sort of thing. What is this biome coming up? Looks like a spruce biome. So I don't think that means that there's going to be like any swamps. So I'll have to go through the spruce biome. Hey, Discount, how's it going? You still up for Betrayal later? Still up to play Betrayal at House on the Hill? Here is what I got done with the gate bridge. I mean, push comes to shove, I can throw one of these axes away, or we, like, this shovel will deteriorate. Here, let's have a look. You gave it a name. Let me have a look real quick. That looks good. I like it. I like the shape that you've done. I'm still not a fan of the textures of those bricks, though. I think you've got too much brick texture. You need to break it up. But from a distance, like the shape of everything looks great. Nice. The Prismarine's interesting choice. Needs a bit more shoreside infrastructure as well now. Absolutely, I agree with that too. But I love that. I love the shape that you've done there. I think you've done a really good job. That's like the first most important thing that you need to learn with Minecraft is how to do like the shapes, so. I think you do shapes incredibly well in Minecraft. Like, it's something I always struggle with, actually. Like, do I need the paper? Design and concept is great, agreed. Absolutely agreed. You struggle with colors. Yeah. You see, I think I'm very good at blending colors. I think that's something that I do very well. But for me, it's potentially shape. So, no, I think I'm very good at doing, like, working with different colors in Minecraft. Especially now that we've got, like, all of the stuff. Like, all the different, like, we've got all the colors now. Still not got a swamp. Making shapes in Minecraft is not easy. This coming from the guy that made 3 versions of the Enterprise. Which Enterprise, though? That's the big question. So we've got an hour left to find some bloody mud. Oh, we got some ice spikes. Well, that leads me to believe that there's not going to be a swamp nearby. Because we've gone from, like, spruce to plains, and now we're going into, like, an ice biome. A snowy taiga. So I think we need, like, the warmer climates. But we'll keep going in a straight line. That's part of the... Wolves! Do I have any? No, I don't. That's annoying. Well, maybe we stay awake and kill some skeletons and maybe try and get some dogs. Ice! This is actually a really scary part of the world to be. Why is there a baby chicken here? Do baby chickens naturally generate? Oh, there's a... Ow. Dick. Oh, and then the gunpowder as well. So I need to, like, throw out some more garbage. Let's throw out the paper. I don't need paper. Baby creatures do generate, usually with parents. Oh, the slow potion. No. Oh, so I've got a minute of slowness. Oh, that was a 3-minute potion, wasn't it? Ow. I've got to be careful with the creepers then, if that's the case. Oh, and now we've got some... Oh, villager. Are they called strays? I can't remember what they're called, the skeletals. 23 left? Right, let's get on the ice and we'll move a little bit faster. Oh yeah, ice boating, that's a much better idea. Why do I have no inventory? There we go. Not really going off the line to do this either. I'm gonna have to strategically throw out a lot of the stuff that I've got. Rivers can make for natural racetracks now. Frozen. Oh yeah, that's the thing. The river was frozen. So that must be a newer update, because I don't remember frozen rivers in the past. What update's that? Probably 1.18, right? That was kind of like the big terrain update. Wider rivers now, which is great for that. Yeah, so that was the 1.18 update. It's just I've not really came across too much rivers, I think, since. Okay, I'm not gonna go and loot. I need the mud more than the loot. That's not why we're out here. So if we see looting opportunities, in fact, actually, I might go and put some of my junk in one of these chests, which I know means that I've effectively picked stuff up from behind there and moved it away from my base. But yeah, right, the lapis we can store that. Anything that we don't need immediately right now, beef. I'm gonna keep the iron ingots. We'll put the gold in. Put the buried treasure chest. I'll take the other iron, and there we go. That gives me a little bit of space to work with, and the NX-01, the Enterprise D and A. Interesting that you went. Wait, the Enterprise A, original from the TV show. That wasn't the Enterprise A. The Enterprise A was the replacement Enterprise after the original Enterprise got blown up in Star Trek 3. So the original Enterprise is just NCC 1701. Don't question my Star Trek knowledge. It's absolute. But I mean, there's been so many different 1701 versions now. Like, what, we're on the third version? Fourth version? Fourth different design? Because you had the original TV show, then you had the motion picture, which was a refit, which is the same as the Enterprise A. A refit of the Constellation class. Then you've got the Kelvin timeline version, and now you've got the Strange New Worlds version. You built the wrong one. Well, the Enterprise A is from the films, right? So that's the one from the films. Ice spikes! Woo! Also, igloo. Okay, I am gonna loot the igloo. The original Enterprise? Where is the door? I know there's a door to this. Oh, come on. That's so annoying. The original Enterprise took me 6 months to build one of the ships. Yeah. Where is the trapdoor? Huh? No, there's definitely a thing under here, right? Like, I'm not making that up. Well, that got rid of an inventory slot. Like, there's a thing under here, right? No? Maybe not. Okay. Sorry, house. I might have destroyed you. Also, snowballs can piss off. I thought there was like a thing underneath the igloos. Not all of them have a dungeon anymore. Oh, okay. Didn't know that. Yeah, cool. Well, I'm gonna take the redstone because it's redstone, but I don't need the stick. I am gonna pick up the bones though, because on the way back, we might be able to take one of those dogs. Maybe. Ooh, blue ice. So if I ever need any blue ice, there is some 10,000 blocks away. But we've got some. So if I ever need blue ice for a project, redstone orientated, that's what I'm mainly thinking of. 10,000 blocks. What is that? Missed. Oh, I really wish I had Silk Touch, but that's just ridiculous. It's after 2 AM. Go sleep, man. Did you do interiors with the Enterprises as well? So which Enterprise is your favorite Enterprise, Shield? I'm gonna get some snacks from the snack bar, if that's an English word. Be back in 30 minutes. Snack bar? No. If that's a actual thing that you've got in... if you mean... Stop, what is that? Is that just terrain generation? Might just be terrain. It's terrain generation, never mind. By the way, I don't have Optifine on because Optifine hasn't updated to 1.19.2. So, yeah, that's the thing. And I don't have a spyglass because I haven't made a spyglass because I haven't found an amethyst thing. Which we will need to do because I think I need calcite. No, I don't need calcite. I decided against the calcite. We need quartz though. But like I said, I think I'll probably go with... Oh, do you know what? A dark oak forest would be good as well because we need mushrooms. But I can get mushrooms from the nether, so maybe that's not overly important. Did interior design, which took 6 months. Nice. But are they in the correct locations? So like, is the bridge where the bridge is supposed to be? Is 10 forward where it's supposed to be, you know? The engine room, is the engine room where it's supposed to be in the Enterprise? I mean, you're obviously not going to have gone into that much detail because then you'd have to build it to scale, and that's ridiculous. If it's built to scale, it's going to take you a lot more than 6 months to build, surely. Because the Enterprise D was like 900 meters in length, I think. So if you wanted to do one-to-one scale in Minecraft, which I don't think is possible with interiors, that would be a lot of work. I'm not saying it's not doable, actually. Never say that. I wonder if we can do it. He doesn't get pissed off? How do you make them pissed off? Do you just have to stand and wait? You have to like look at them like the Enderman? Hmm. That is death, right? Yep. Okay. Whatever. The bridges are where they are meant to be. Now, my favorite Enterprise would be the NX-01. Interesting choice. not a popular favorite. See, my favorite Enterprise isn't on that list. Isn't on the list of the ones that you've built. I need to remember I don't have feather falling on now that I've got the leather boots on. Yeah, I don't remember how big the NX-01 was. So the NX-01, I think it was only like 200 meters in length or something like that. I don't know if they ever actually stated it in Enterprise. How they ended the last episode of Season 4 with it being a hologram of Riker? Absolutely not. It's the worst episode of Star Trek. Including a lot of the new episodes, because, you know, there's some strong contenders there. No, it does a massive disservice to the Enterprise, the TV show Enterprise, because Enterprise, especially Season 3 and Season 4, really got into its stride. But Americans didn't like it, so they cancelled it. Season 1 and 2 are not great, like they're a bit dull and boring. But then Season 1 and 2 of DS9 is dull and boring. Season 1 and 2 of TNG is dull and boring, you know? Season 1 and 2 of Voyager is dull and boring. Season 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 of Voyager is dull and boring. But, you know, like, Season 3 definitely let Enterprise get into its kind of, its stride, I think. And Season 4 was good as well. I enjoyed Season 4. Because you kind of learn a little bit more about the characters in Season 3, and, you know, you feel for them, and then they go and fuck it all up with that ending. Because really, it's not an ending for Enterprise, it's running on the coattails of TNG, another series, which is my whole issue of Voyager, is the fact that it was just too much like TNG, like just way too much. I love TNG, but I don't need comfort TNG, I wanted something different. Now, what I wanted with Voyager is also another thing that I could talk about for a long time. See, I've realized that Voyager lends itself more to what Discovery did in Season 1, right? Which I actually enjoyed Discovery Season 1. And I will stick by saying that season is a good season of Star Trek. And I rate it as quite a good season. It's just the fact that Season 2 and 3, and I haven't seen Season 4 of Discovery because we don't have it in the UK. It's just the fact that they kind of ruined it, unfortunately. At least Season 4, Episode 19 and 20 were based in the Mirror Universe. Dude, they were really good episodes as well. Like I said, Season 4 of Enterprise was good. It was good. Not... Are you attacking me right now? Oh, he is. I think he's attacking me. I think he's pissed off because he's got a kid. I really wish you could breed polar bears, but you can't. So basically you've got a finite amount of children, polar bears, in the Minecraft world, and once they grow up to be adults, that's it. No more polar bears. Well, no more child polar bears. No, I like Enterprise, but it's not my favorite Enterprise, as in ship design. It's not my favorite. They need to bring back Voyager. No, they don't. Sod Voyager. Voyager was bad. It was a bad show. Well, actually, no. No, I take that back. It's not a bad show. It's comfort food Star Trek. It's comfort food Star Trek, so it does nothing more than stay true to TNG. It doesn't push itself, and it doesn't change anything. It doesn't say anything about like the characters or the story. There's no over arc. I mean, you like the whole premise of being lost to an alien, alien part of the world that's never been discovered by the Federation. Like that, the whole concept of that is actually genuinely a really interesting concept. And they just turned it into TNG version 2. Apart from, with even less character growth of the minor characters. A very questionable captain who makes very questionable decisions. And yeah. It was comfort food Star Trek. They went down the safe route because they knew people would enjoy it because it was exactly what TNG was like, which is exactly why season 1 and 2 of Enterprise didn't work, because it was too similar to TNG. It was just the same shit. And this comes off the bat of like 7 years of TNG, and the last season of TNG was not great. Because, again, it was just comfort food Star Trek. There wasn't anything challenging about it. Whereas DS9 changes up the status quo. They challenged themselves. They made something completely different. What happened here? Being lost, you're describing Discovery when they travel to the future. Exactly what I mean. That's why I said that's what Voyager should have been, is more akin to that. Making questionable decisions, not necessarily sticking to the Federation's ruling. And yes, they make it home, but when they do eventually make it home, over the 7-year run of Voyager, they can no longer integrate themselves into human society, and actually they've lost their humanity along the way. I think that would have been a very, very interesting... What do I think of Next Gen? Love Next Gen. Next Gen's my Star Trek. That's what I grew up with, right? Well, actually, I grew up with Voyager. But as an adult, rewatching Voyager, it's not as good as what it should have been. It should have been a lot better. The only two characters that really got some good character growth and depth was Seven and the Doctor, and that was only because and they're minor characters. And then really, it's only because the fans wanted it. Like Seven only got her character growth because she was an attractive actress, and the fans were like, "Yeah, we like Seven." It's like, okay, let's. Actually, no, that's not true. I think the writers of Star Trek were already trying to... The writers of Voyager were trying to give Seven some, like, a fundamental part, a big part, when Kes left. Well, when I say when Kes left, she got fired from the show. The original Captain Kirk. Yeah, I never watched that when I was a kid. I've watched it all now, though. I've watched it hundreds of times now. But yeah, it's a bit too dated for me, I think. It's still good. Like, there's still some good episodes and some good stories in it. It's a bit dated. But I certainly respect it, and I can watch it. I find it enjoyable to watch. Ow. But I can't necessarily cite what goes on in every single episode of TOS like I can probably with, like I can't analyze TOS like I can analyze DS9 or Voyager or TNG or even Enterprise. Those four shows were the ones that I grew up with. I remember as a teenager watching Enterprise for the first time. I remember watching. Hey, we got a dog. Nice. Can we get a second dog? Oh, we got a second dog. Sweet. Oh, creeper. I thought you were going to say Gak-Octa instead of the Doctor. Gak-Octa? I don't know what. I'm confused. Yeah. Oh, there's a buried ship. Actually, this is a full one. I've not seen this before. You might have to mine to get into the... There's moss. I don't need the moss. Might need the carrots. I don't need the leather tunic. Okay, that's all I can be bothered to loot. Like I said, I'm not going to go and loot anything. I'll get it off of Google. Yeah, I mean, Set 7 is the only character in Voyager that really got a good character arc and growth. A lot of the 7-centric episodes were, in general, good. Oh, I know why they broke. It's because there's no water nearby. So they've spawned next to this river, but then the river is iced over. So it destroys the sugarcane. That's why. Tried to spell Chakotay. Oh, okay, yeah, no, he had zero character. He was one of the worst cases of Voyager misusing their characters. He has a very unique history in him being Native American, and they butcher it like crazy. It's really bad. He kept trying to get fired. Chakotay. Yeah. You see, okay, so the reason why they really, one of my biggest problems with Chakotay is he's Maquis, right, in the first season. Like, why is he not pushing the captain and doing like some really questionable stuff? Betram. Oh yeah. Like, why is he not doing that? Like, why is he not trying to actually take control of the ship? He wanted off the show, so he kept asking for more money, and they just kept giving him more. Oh yes, yes, he did. He didn't want to be on the show, right? But like, yeah, some like, I don't know. They just he's just a crap character. Like, they could have really played into like some interesting stuff with like him being a Maquis, you know, like, and really like making him so basically what you could have had there is you could have had like the big three characters in Voyager. All three of these, by the way, were not done well. So you could have had Janeway, who is the captain, obviously. She makes all the decisions in the end, kind of thing. Then you've got Chakotay, who is chaotic, all over the place, kind of like say, like, you must go and do this, we must do this, Captain, we must push, and we like push the boundaries and like steal from these people here, because otherwise we won't survive, because the dilithium crystals are running low, and you're like, we have to do this, we have to push our boundaries. And then you could have had like Tuvok on the other side saying, no, that's morally wrong, you shouldn't be doing this, Captain. Then the captain has those two sides like facing off, kind of like traditional Star Trek of Kirk and McCoy and Spock, right? That three trio. And the reason why that works so well is because Kirk balances out the two sides. But you want to make, instead of because effectively, fundamentally, all three of those characters are good characters. Like, you could have made Chakotay a proper evil, manipulative character, and have Janeway constantly towing the line of crossing into like these dirty grey areas of good and evil. Yeah. Don't say Tom Paris. Again, that's another another character that was done badly. All of the characters were done badly. They're just like, there's no, like, who is Tom Paris? Like, what is his qualities? He's the witty guy that always has the one-liner. That's kind of his stick. That's it. It's about all he can do. They were very stagnant. Yeah, I agree. And they could have been so much more. They could have had a lot more depth and interest. Now, I'm not saying that my version of Voyager would be better, but I do like the idea of them constantly having to play constantly having to do like this weird moral line between good and evil, but because they need to survive, because they're out there on their own, you know. I like that idea, and I've said that for ages and ages and ages, and that's what Voyager could have been. It could have been so much better. I'm not saying it's necessarily a bad show, it's just comfort food. It's comfort food Star Trek. The Maquis weren't evil, no. But they would, no. Okay, so I don't mean, yeah, okay. They weren't evil, no. But they were willing to do whatever was necessary to survive, right? That's what I mean. TV show you haven't paused is Star Trek. Nice. That's what I mean by evil, is not necessarily evil in nature, like, but doing things that make you stay up at night when you look back on them in order to survive. Chaotic good. I wouldn't say that they're good. Yeah, maybe. But like doing morally questionable things in order for survival, because they have to, because they've got no other choice. It's either that or death kind of thing. That is the sort of stuff that the Maquis could have brought to Voyager and made the show very interesting, because then you've constantly got this balance of, is it a Federation ship or is it a Maquis ship? But they went too far down the, we are sticking to the Federation qualities in the Delta Quadrant for it to work. Did that for the first couple of seasons with Seska. Yeah, but even then, I mean, they kind of touched on it a little bit, but even then, the Maquis never really challenged, like, Chakotay never challenged Janeway, did he? He never, like, pushed Janeway to, like, they never made decisions. They were always comfortable, right? They always had, like, the replicators and things like that. Well, I suppose they had ration packs and stuff, but they were still, like, living in luxury compared to everyone else in the Delta Quadrant. And whenever they were attacked, the ship was fine. So, like I said, like, I don't want to fundamentally change the show completely. I just think they could have really played into the longer you're in the Delta Quadrant, the worse it gets kind of thing. The more questionable decisions they have to make. Hi, I'm Becky. Who the fuck's Becky? I think the Year of Hell would have been a great season. Well, yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. That's my big problem with... I think we've spoken about this before, Kev. Like, my big problem with Voyager is the fact that they have these really interesting concepts, like the Year of Hell, and then they bottle out of it at the last minute. Like, so the thing that Kath's talking about here is that originally the Year of Hell was supposed to be like a full season of Voyager going through Krenim space and pretty much very slowly deteriorating until however, like, that two-parter ended with Voyager kind of blowing up. That was the original concept in the show, and they kind of brought that concept into Enterprise Season 3, which is the best season of Enterprise. So they took that concept and they transversed it over. They could have done that with Voyager, and I think it would have worked a lot better. You know The Orville? Yeah, I know The Orville. It's a good show. But yeah, like those little mini concepts, like, again, like, I'm not saying Voyager's necessarily a really bad show or anything. It's just, it could have been so much more. And that's what pisses me off, is the fact that they took the safe route. They took the safe route for it, like pretty much every choice that they made in the show's creation. They never played it risky. They did the safe thing all the time. So, sucks. Yeah, they didn't want the Year of Hell as a season, so yeah. It's one of the weakest series in the saga from that era. Yeah. Again, I don't necessarily dislike Voyager. It's just they just played it safe too often. They tried to make Janeway too much like Picard at the beginning, and that was the biggest mistake. The biggest mistake was Janeway. Janeway, instead of being like a Picard character, should have been more akin to like a Captain Kirk character, who was a little bit less strategic and more balls to the wall kind of thing. But you could have done that in a really interesting feminine way. But again, 1990s, so it's, yeah, a bit more tricky to do that sort of thing, I think, than what you could do now. It's kind of how Janeway should have kind of been how Burnham was portrayed in the first season, apart from Burnham was a little bit too... do you know what I don't have? Don't have any sweet berries, so we'll take some of those. Burnham was a bit... I mean, Burnham was Mary Sue, but at least that first season of Discovery, there was genuine challenges in her way that she didn't have the answers to, and that the Discovery crew didn't have the answers to. They tried to keep it very episodic with an overarching story. Voyager? But is there an overarching story? I guess the only overarching story is they're trying to get home, right? Like from one episode to the next, Voyager resets, like the ship resets. They don't come across the same problems again, you know? Like very, very little references from one episode to the next. There's very little growth in characters. I mean, Harry Kim is probably the worst done by character in that, from that time frame, maybe. Other than Geordi. I think Geordi is another one that really doesn't get any growth. Started, as you mentioned, you made 3 Enterprises. Dude, it doesn't take much for me to go on rambles about Star Trek. I'm sure we'll continue later. Kath, are you playing Betrayal later? By I say later, I mean like half an hour. God damn it, I've traveled 18,000 and still no swamp? Best character growth is Barclay in TNG. Now, actually, Barclay does have very good character growth. There's no Kappa there. Barclay is a very good character. He's multi-dimensional, but when he moves into Voyager, he doesn't get the growth. Yeah. I don't know. He has more growth in TNG, definitely, because I think he only has like 3 episodes, right? 4 episodes in TNG. But as a character, he has more growth in TNG than Deanna Troi does, who has like nearly 300 episodes. He does have development in Voyager, but at the beginning of Voyager, when he's first introduced, he's set back to what he was at the beginning of TNG, right? So they reset him. So all the development and the growth that he has in Voyager is the same development and growth that he has in TNG. Q is amazing. Debatable. That's debatable. That I can debate both arguments for that. But if you've not seen season 2 of Picard, then I won't go into it. just because it's still new. The actor is an amazing actor, yes. There's also episodes from the TNG era of Q, and a Q again, another character that was stolen from TNG because and given to Voyager, and that again because the producers and the show writers of Voyager wanted it to be like TNG. They wanted it to be comfort food. They wanted it to be easy, right? And Q had a bunch of different things happen. Now, there is one episode in particular in Voyager that Q is a part of that is phenomenally good. It's one of the few good Voyager episodes, but that should have and could have been done on TNG. Deleted. I'm starting to think we should turn back, but I feel like I'm not going to make it back in time now for Betrayal. So maybe we do this. You meant to hit ban? Yeah, that's fine. We'll also remember saying on Voyager, if the Continuum was told you before, I told you again, don't provoke the Borg. Yeah. That was his son. That was Q Jr. That was a bad storyline. So there's 3 Q episodes on Voyager. One of them was amazing. I'm about to die. Okay. Whew. Why do you both have shovels? Forests at night are not a good, safe place to go. I like the interaction with Cisco in DS9. You punch me, Picard. Picard would never do that. Well, I'm not Picard. Yeah, well, that was a bad episode of DS9. That was when DS9... Where's your travel bed? It's in my inventory. I can't be bothered to get it out. Where's my wolves? Yeah, the dogs have gone. When we walk back this way, we should find them. Yeah, I've got a travel bed. It's in my inventory. I'm just not using it. Because I want to cover as much distance as possible. Chasing skeletons? They probably are chasing skeletons. They're probably in unloaded chunks now. That's why they're not teleporting to me. How far are we now? Nearly 20,000. So, if you're not sure what we're doing, we're trying to look for a mangrove swamp. So I can get some mud, so I can build a house. Well, not a house, it's a beekeeper's cottage, but... I need like... Oh! It's there! Found it! Oh, thank God for that. How far is that? That's 20,000. How has it taken this long? Like, are these guys... Like, are these... is this biome, like, a really rare biome? Let's just hope it's full of mud. Yeah, there's mud there. That's good. You know you make... mud from dirt and with water bottles. Can you actually? I don't know anything about this update. I just know that this was here. Like these things. There we go, we got some mud. Alright, that's all I needed. Let's go back. You can. Okay, well, that's fine. I didn't know that. Is this the same world you were playing earlier? Yeah, this is the same world that I've played for a while. What is that block? Muddy mangrove roots. Interesting. Thought I'd let you know after arriving at the mud. Oh, it's fine. I was looking for this anyway because I want to explore the new update. Oh, there's... Why is this a thing? Why? Do we have... Did they give you anything? No, they don't. They don't give you anything. What a waste of a bloody... They're as useless as bats. Got it. XP. Probably not much XP though. If they eat magma slimes, they pop out a light block. Okay, so they do something interesting. Did I bring any leads? No. Not useless new light blocks, okay. But you've got to get them to eat slimes? So do you have to feed them slime blocks or something? Or is it like literally the mobs that they've got to kill? Yeah, the mobs. Yeah. Okay. Oh, magma slime. So you've got to get them into the nether? That seems so tedious and unnecessary. Such a nice home for them, yeah. Let's get rid of the mudded roots, because I presume we can make those with the mangrove stuff that we've got. So is this mud, can you actually create this then? Water bottles, you said. How do you make water bottles? Mudded root is a pain to get. I don't want any mudded root anyway. With water and bottles. Well, that seems very tedious. As in potion bottles, I presume? Yeah, that sounds very tedious. Okay. Yeah, I think I'd prefer to travel 20,000 blocks to just mine it off the ground. Especially because this is supposed to be my mining areas. Yeah, I don't need any mudded root, so I'm not. I may as well take a stack of it, I guess. What do I want to ditch? Well, I'll tell you what we can do. Can do this. Get rid of that. You can also automate it. Okay. I like how you're all telling me this now. I've just spent like an hour. Actually, no, I've spent 2 hours trying to find this biome. To be fair, I wanted to explore the biome anyway. So I knew it was a new biome. That's the root and that's the mangrove. Now we've got some of those because I purchased these from the Wandering Trader, those things. It's not a very interesting biome, is it? It's very difficult to traverse. That's not part of the natural biome. Dispense empty bottles into water, then fill them up and flow it up in the hopper, and then you get dirt block, and then the hopper as the empty glass takes the empty bottle back to the first dispenser and then automate it. You're most welcome. Also, you can get a bucket. Also, have I got a bucket with me? Yeah, I've got a bucket with me. I've already got the mangrove saplings. Yeah, I've already got these. I got these from the Wandering Trader. So I've already got them. Try watering the root blocks. Huh. Okay. I'm out of music. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not actually that impressed with the, it just feels like another version of the jungle, this new biome is. It just feels like a jungle, right? Like, the only difference is that you've got mud now instead of the leaves on the floor, so you've got the mud. But yeah, the trees, and then obviously the trees are different. But yeah, it's just like a jungle. It's as difficult to pass. You're not going to be able to build in here unless you, like, deforest everything. And look how much leaves you've got. So there's bound to be, like, loads of wood in there. The root is a full block, so it works with redstone signals. Interesting. And then, so they didn't delete the old swamp then. So this is the old swamp. So they haven't deleted this. I think what they've potentially done is like turned half of these swamps into the mangrove swamps, maybe. I don't know. So they've not deleted the old swamps. Which is a shame because I was kind of hoping that they would just improve these swamps. So maybe, because they've got swamp villages, right? So maybe like put some swamp villages in here. The frogs are fine, I guess, if they've got a purpose. A little bit odd, though, that they poop out lights when you feed them shit in the nether, which is not like a natural thing to... I don't know, that's weird. But no, that new biome, the mangrove biome, I'm really not into that. I don't know, I think it's a bit of a poopy one, honestly. Oh, you got orange frogs, so we've got different color frogs as well, so that's cool. So there are frogs in the normal swamp too. Is the nether natural? I feel like if you wanted to get a new light source block, you should make the frogs do something in the swamp that could give you that, like, light source. That's what I meant by it, like a natural feeling. Oh, this is also going to be like the worst place for mobs too. Yeah, it's also difficult to traverse through this swamp, which is true for real life swamps, like actual mangrove swamps. I just feel like it doesn't need to be this thick, and you could have maybe like something in these, because this was this was difficult to find. Now it might be because I just traveled in like one singular direction. I don't know how common these biomes are. They might be really common and I'm, you know, missing something, but yeah, I don't know. You could go in the deep dark. I definitely would not be able to do that. Mud is like soul sand. You can have a functioning hopper under it. Yeah, because it's I'm currently standing on Y level 63.8, right? So it's not a full block, but it visually is a full block, but I guess yeah, I'm not actually standing on it. Look, So there's like, it's an air block. I'm not actually standing on the top of the block. So even though it looks visually like it's a full block, it's not actually a full block. Like mud. You sink into mud, right? So that's cool. I do like the squelches that you've got going over the mud. Squelch, squelch, squelch. Yeah, and like, I saw that step up, like, naturally. Interesting. Okay, so this is the swamp. It can have wither roses on it. Okay, so mud's very useful for mobs then, for killing mobs on. Using it as like a mob flooring. Good to know. Because you can have a hopper underneath it. But I mean, like, I don't know why you would want a chain of hoppers underneath. Underneath like a place with a rose. And I suppose if you just want one hopper, like you could drop them down onto the mud with the rose and then one hopper underneath. But why not just use a hopper minecart? It sucks things up a lot faster. Okay, I guess we start heading back. I'm not going to make it all the way back this stream because that took me far longer than I thought it would to find mud and this biome. And I'm definitely underwhelmed by the biome. I'm not a huge fan. I don't know. What do you guys think with the biome? Like, bear in mind this is the first time I'm really like I haven't looked at any of the notes for 1.19. I still don't know things about 1.18. I've just lost all interest in Minecraft. Really, like. What do you guys think of the new stuff? Are you guys enjoying it? How much? Okay, so what stuff do I not need from here? Do you know what? I'm gonna get rid of the. Nah, we'll keep the ingots. That big of an update, but I still like it. It feels, I don't know, like it feels like why did they do it? Yeah, but it was never going to be like a huge update. I like the mud thing. I do like mud. I know that there's a lot of like mud bricks that has came with it, and I'm planning on building. Oh God, please don't. Okay. I'm planning on building with the mud bricks, right? In fact, I'll tell you what. Let's leave this world here, and I'll show you what I'm building. I'll probably travel back along that route off stream, maybe. Probably won't do it on stream. It was an interesting adventure, but yeah. I'll show you what I'm planning on doing with the mud. That's the wrong save. Then we'll go on a break and okay, test world. So this is what I'm planning on building, or at least. So I designed this cottage core. So the mud is literally for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 blocks. And actually that's mushroom anyway. So it's not even that, right? So I went a long way for like a tiny little bit of mud. But I wanted to go and see the biome. That was the main thing. But yeah, this is my this is going to be a beekeeper's cottage. So out in front there'll be like beehives and stuff, like kind of set up here with like lots of flowers and like a big garden. Yeah, I know. I need mud and wheat. I know. And then like you need the packed mud. You need to like turn it into bricks. Yeah, I know that. So yeah, there'll be like bees out front. Obviously I haven't finished the entire build, but then on the inside there'll be like probably a redstone bee honey farm of some kind. So that's what I'm making. And like this is, I spent like 2 hours on this morning, and I was just like transfixed. I was just like, you know what, I want this, and then I want this, I want this. I think this is potentially one of the best things I think I've ever built. I think it looks so nice. And I know it's not finished. I was inspired by bits. I don't know what I was inspired by, but yeah. It's a nice build, thank you. I think I've nailed the color scheme. I've nailed like the gradients of the... This is supposed to be a thatch house, like a thatch roof, right? So it's supposed to look like thatch. It's very difficult to do in Minecraft. So I think I've nailed that. I think it looks very thatchy, even though it is wood, right? Yeah, I'm really pleased with it. And then you've got two different whites in the build, so that's quartz and that's mushroom stem. And then when you step back, this side looks slightly darker than this side, because this side, in my head, has the sun. So this side will be facing where the sun rises. So that's why this is slightly more shaded. So I don't know, yeah. I was just playing around with it, and I really like what I made. And like, it's from a lot of angles, it looks good as well. Obviously I've not built the entire thing. I think on this side's probably just going to be flat wall. But this side I'll probably put in like a bay window here, similar to what I've got at the front. Up there. So there'll be like some form of like bay window on this side. And it'll kind of like arch round, I think. I don't think it'll be a flat, but it is supposed to be a cottage, so maybe I will make it semi-flat. I don't know. But yeah, at some point I will need to break up this and that, because if you have this block and this block next to each other, it looks bad. It does up close. Like far away, it's not too bad. But yeah, because the reason why I've got that there is to separate the two different white blocks, which actually I think works really well. And then the same with like the slate along the top. I think the slate there really makes the roof pop too. But yeah, anyway, that is the plan. That's the plan. I just exited out of the game. Okay, so the stream plan now is gonna go and play some Betrayal at House on the Hill with Kath, Animal, and Discount. Give me like 15 to 20 minutes to set everything up. And yeah, we'll be back shortly. Okay.